Joey Balistreri. I am still helping out on Wendy's channel. Chris has been searching for Wendy's box with her encouraging words of the day, and he has not been able to locate it yet, but we did hear your requests and we want to honor it. So in that spirit, I wanted to start today by sharing a quote that I have on a plate in my own kitchen that I just love. I'll bring it into the camera. The first part of it is in Italian, and then I've translated it into English. It says, "Remember, today is the tomorrow you were worried about yesterday." So it's something to keep in mind, and I was just in a chat with another jewelry person who was beading to sort of give herself therapy. And I know that I do that often, so I thought this quote was really meaningful and fit right in with our conversation today. So I actually have an unboxing today, but before I do that, I wanted to show you what triggered my little shopping spree. I was so inspired by some videos that Wendy did, that she had done her first one maybe 4 years ago, and then she did several others that were similar. And I just had so much fun doing my own take on what she shared. And so I wanted to show you what I made. And so you can, I'll actually see if Chris can at least link one of Wendy's videos. There were quite a few, but she would make these little people out of beads. And I've done something completely different than she did. She used them as purse charms. You actually can make a pendant, and have it hanging as a necklace. But I turned mine into bookmarkers, and they just are so much fun to make. I had more fun than I can even say, and maybe even got a little bit carried away with them. And so this was just something that I wanted to share with you. And as I got going on them, I did all different ones. I did some with just beads, and you can put anything you want in their little hands. I did a couple that were like princesses with their little crown bead caps. You can put little flowers in their hands, little purses. It's just so much fun. And then I found these beautiful little, they're little empty forms. They're like the little form, and I actually found some beads that had the faces painted on them. And I have this little girl walking her dog, and I just had so much fun with all the little details, the little bow sparkles on her dress. I even found that 4mm jump rings make beautiful bangles for these little girls. So I just wanted to show you what I had done. And what triggered this unboxing is that I was looking for little dogs or cats that my girls could have on a leash. And so, because this one has like a little purse, and she has a tiny little tassel, and her little necklace, just a little chain, and she also has bangles. I just had so much fun making these. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I did mine, let me know in the comments, and I will happily do a video on them. They are so much fun. I don't know what little girl or big girl would not like them. And you can do them as a bookmarker the way I've done. They make a lovely pendant. You could use it for a purse charm, which is what Wendy usually showed them as. She did them in the form of fairies. She did elves, I think. She had quite a few. Her take on them was really fun as well. So we'll try to link at least one. She did quite a few, but we'll try to link at least one of her videos on these little girls. And so anyway, I was online everywhere looking for the cutest little dog beads. This is one that I just had in my own supplies. I think this came from one of the craft stores, but I've had it for a long time. I don't remember. So I wanted some other little animals, some dogs and cats, some other little things for my dolls. and I was online, and I went on BeebeeCraft and found not only the little dogs that I wanted, but a lot of other things. And when I got my order, I was so happy with it and excited. I just peeked inside the bag and pulled a couple of things out, and I thought it might be something that you all would be interested in, because we had a lot of comments asking where's the best place to get supplies. There are a lot of sources for great jewelry making supplies, and this is one that I go to occasionally. So let's see, let me show you how it came. It came in a big bag like this, and there's all kinds of things in here. As I said, I went online looking for little dog charms, and this is what that turned into. So I will just, let me just pull, I guess I'll just pull everything out and drag it underneath the camera lens one by one. It is a little bit overwhelming. So let's see, clear a spot here. So I found they were having a sale too. They had some things that were on sale for a few days. So this is, I just thought these were beautiful, especially for the bookmarkers that I make. They're very lightweight. They almost weigh nothing. But they're just so gorgeous, filigree, and I just, the possibilities with this bead are just endless. So I am so happy with that purchase. I'm going to need, for this order, I'm going to need a lot of little trays, but we'll do that. Oh, and so let me grab also a pair of scissors. So these are the little dog charms that I found, and they have so much detail. What I was looking for is that they are two-sided, because you know you put it on a chain to make it look like a leash, and it spins around, and so I really love that they were two-sided. That is just great. So I was thrilled with those, and then all the rest of this came because of that. So again, they were having a sale, so I cannot even remember what the discount was, but I went through and just found some things that I thought would be really fun to work with and just great to have in your supplies. So these are just beautiful little cylinder beads, just really unusual spacers. I didn't have anything like this in my supplies, so I thought those would be fun to have. And then I got also something similar that is that's like an antique gold. This is an antique bronze, and it's also a cylinder bead. And even, you know, when I looked at this, I thought you could even create the look of a chain with this by putting just a tiny little rondelle or crystal in between and stringing it, and you could make a nice look of a chain with that. So I love those, just to add to my supplies. You know, I'm sure you all know when you start making jewelry, you're always looking for a good price on things and something that will be great to have in your supplies, so that when you're creating, you have options. And also our creativity is much better when we have nice things to work with. I just loved these little bead caps. Oh my goodness, you guys, look, they are a flower on one side, and when you turn it over, it's like a minimalist sort of geometric little cap for the top of the bead. So I think these are so great. I did not have anything like this in my supplies. And then I have this really pretty little piece of chain. It has little cylinder spacer beads on it. See, it's so fine. Let's see if I can show you. The links of chain are in between these little cylinders. And you know, on my packing list, it does not tell me the prices, but the reason my order is so big is because the prices were so great. My entire order was $54, everything that I'm showing you. So although I can't give you the breakdown, it was very reasonable for all of these supplies that I got. And they gave me free shipping too. At a certain point, I think you have free shipping. So that's just, you can't beat that. Now, I have purchased these before, and I absolutely adore these. It's a quartz piece with a gold ending. It's a connector, and they speak to me. I just love the elegance of gold and white. I think it's just gorgeous. And so they came as, you bought them in 2s. So this time I got 6 of them. And I already have some of these that I purchased about 4 or 5 months ago. And I just wanted to make a necklace for myself with these. I just think they are so pretty and so elegant. I just really like those. And let's see. Oh, I have an absolute love affair with Lampwork beads and Mille Fiori beads, the Italian beads that are made in Italy. Of course, they're made in other countries too. China makes them. But they had this little selection of multicolor Lampwork beads. They are so tiny. I think these are, 2 millimeter. Does it say on the package? Oh, they're 4 millimeter. They look so small. There's just so much detail. Each one is a tiny little piece of artwork. I mean, they're just so delicate and beautiful. So that was also part of my selection. Oh, and then as I have said, I am a pink girl. So when I see something in pink, pink beads just make my heart sing. And I found these beautiful little acrylic pink flower bead caps. I mean, they could be used as bead caps, but I get so many ideas when I look at them. A ball head pin would be great, stringing them back to back. In fact, let me get a little piece of wire. Let me grab a head pin. So I can, some of these beads that I've purchased that are difficult to see, maybe this will help. So if you did this with you could do a ball head pin in the middle like that. I also thought they would be really pretty strung back to back like that. And then another bead could be on either side to make a beautiful little sweet component. Anyway, I love those. They also just spoke to me. Put those, let's see, next to my other flower bead caps. And then more pink beads. I had a small selection of pink ceramic cube beads, and I used them all up and did not see them again. And I just adore these beads. And they have, I'm not going to dump the whole bag out, they have a nice size hole in them. So my fingers are in the way. They have a really nice size hole in them. So almost any stringing material would go through here. For sure 1 millimeter leather, but maybe even 2 or 3. I haven't played around with them yet. Or even 2 or 3 strands of the soft flex beading wire if you were doing a multi-strand design. And I just love ceramic beads. They are right up there on my list of loves behind Lampwork Beads and Mille Fiori beads. So another little bag of pink beads. And then, speaking of Lampwork beads, I found these on their website. We had 2 of these in the Jessie James bead mix. And I used them and was so sad that they were all gone from my supplies. So I found them on BeebeeCraft. Look at these beautiful little Lampwork beads with the heart and the little polka dots. They also have a pretty good size hole. Aren't they sweet? I just absolutely love them. And I think they came, oh, they did come in a few colors, but I got all the same color. I don't even remember what I ordered, but because of the sale, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 of them. So just open a second one, because with Lampwork, no 2 are really alike. So you have a look at some I just think they're so sweet, and I love the blue and pink. Absolutely love it. I actually don't have a plan for those yet, but when you really love a bead, when it speaks to you, you will absolutely come up with a plan for it. And then, don't even remember, oh, I do remember what this is. These are beautiful, like gold foil hearts. Aren't they stunning? Oh my, I love them. They're such a beautiful little size. Let me see. Doesn't tell me the millimeter. Oh, it says 12 millimeter. It does tell me. Aren't they beautiful? They have the gold foil core running down the middle of each heart. And each one is a little bit different, the way that Lampwork always is. Oh, I just love those. I think they are beautiful. So happy with that purchase. And then up next are some metal findings. And again, I just purchased these to go in my own supplies because I know these are things that I will use. These are charm holders. So you have your little loop so that you can string this on to anything. It can go on to memory wire, it can go on to stretch cord. Really, you can string it on anything. I love this finish, and I love how simple and plain they are. This part actually would look like a bead in the design, but then you have the little loop so that you can add your charms or dangles or whatever your design is. So really, really love those. And this, you guys will see these in an upcoming video. I have a plan for these. Aren't these unique? These are double bead caps. And I have had something similar, but much larger, but these are so small. So you can actually put a bead. You see, they're so small. Let me see if I can take one out and get it in the camera. So you can actually put a bead on either end. Small bead. You can also string these together. Put our little piece of wire. You can string these together with a bead in between them. The possibilities are endless. What a cool little finding. Very happy with those too. Up next, oh, these are so unique. I love these too. I actually love everything that I got from them. These, it does not tell me what the millimeter is, but these are the most beautiful flower bead caps. They look like tulips, but when I looked at them, I thought they could even be corn for doing a fall themed bracelet or necklace. Aren't they lovely? And I don't have anything like this in my stash. I don't even think I've ever seen this before, but they are so pretty. I'm very happy with those too. We're running out of room. This is such an exciting order. And then, as you know, you've heard me say, I love Lampwork. And I love pink. So this is a little selection of pink Lampwork beads with little roses inside. It's the palest blush pink with the little roses inside that go all the way around, and there is a tiny bit of that shiny, looks like rose gold foil inside. They are lovely. Each one is a little bit different, which is one of the things I love about this type of bead. No two are alike. They are so sweet. Okay, oh, and then I got these in 2 sizes. I love the finish on these. Are crystal rondelle spacers, but they are in a bronze, antique bronze or antique brass finish, and I just think that finish is so pretty on these. You know that the gold and the silver are fairly common, but I just love this, especially for making boho style jewelry. It's not quite so shiny, and so I got that in 2 sizes. I got those little spacers in 2 sizes. Here's the other ones, the smaller ones. The smaller ones are so sweet. I just love having things like this right at hand, because when you're creating patterns and stringing and working on designs, sometimes having things like this at hand in your supplies can make all the difference. Really adding a little bit of metal in between your beads. And I just loved these too. These look like flowers. These are bead caps with a presence. Oh my, they're pretty. And they are fairly large. They have these codes on the package, so I don't see the millimeters, but these are fairly large. Aren't they gorgeous? And you know, like you can even mix your metals. I just grabbed one of these but you can even mix your metals. Like you could put that with the antique bronze and really get a pretty look. But even having a bead inside of these, having a bead inside of that, look at that. It just adds so much. Put the wire on there. Look at that. Just adds so much. And these are really thin and light, so stacking these with other bead caps would also be really great. Okay, what else do we have? These are real gold plated tubes. They're very tiny, and I don't even know why I got these, honestly, except that I love gold and I love dainty jewelry. And again, it's just a nice thing to have in your supplies, to have on hand. They are so tiny, but they are cut so that they sparkle. I have to take them out of the bag. These are so pretty. Oh, look at that, you guys. They are really sparkly. They're very tiny, but they are pretty. Put those off to the side because they're so little. This is such a fun order. Okay, down to our last two items. And I am pretty sure this is some kind of lamp work. Let me see, because they have it packaged. They have it packaged so well. I don't remember it was such a big order. I honestly don't remember everything that I got, and I can't even see through this bubble wrap to see what it is. Let's get in here and see. Oh, yeah, this is blown glass beads that are hollow. Oh, these were so pretty on their website, but in person, they are gorgeous. I want to be careful with them because these are hollow inside. These are teardrop shaped blown glass beads. Aren't they stunning? Put this little piece of wire through. So whatever your stringing material is going to be on these, you'll see it through the bead. Oh my, it's gorgeous. And then I just try this little silver bead cap on the end. Oh, it's so pretty. I just love these. They are so lightweight, so delicate. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I'll make with them. Maybe a pair of earrings. I don't know, a focal point on a bracelet. Maybe stringing them like this so that these are back to back. Make a focal point on a necklace. I meant to say, I really don't think that I would do this as a bracelet, because the first time you accidentally touch your wrist down too hard, I think you would break your beads, and that would make me cry. But these are stunning. I love them. I can't remember what's in this package either, but let's get in there, because that was beautiful. I'm so happy with my choices. It's really fun to go bead shopping and look at the beads in person and touch them and hold them, and you know, you can make really good decisions. But sometimes when you're looking online to purchase, you will neglect to really check the millimeter size, so things come in much larger than you expected or much smaller than they appeared in the photographs. Oh, I do remember what these are. These are little Lampwork birds. Oh my goodness, aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they sweet? Look at the detail. Little Lampwork Red Birds. And I just have to tell you guys, I work by a window that overlooks my fountain and my bird feeder, and I have a pair of red birds that come every day to the feeder. And I know their noise by now, and when they have their babies, I watch the babies eat with them, and then the daddy redbird chases them away when they're grown up, because redbirds are really territorial and they're so sweet. They mate for life. So when I saw these little Lampwork Red Birds, I just fell in love. They have so much detail. Again, I have no plan for them, but they were just beautiful, and because of BeebeeCraft's sale, I got them to add to my supplies. So this is my beautiful, I can't even fit it all in the camera. This is my beautiful shopping spree online with BeebeeCraft. And again, if you all are interested in making one of the bookmarker dolls with me, which is what started this whole purchase, was a dog for one of my little girls to have on a leash, just let me know in the comments and I will get a video up making one of those along with you and talking to you about the supplies that I use for that. So thank you again for being with me today. Everybody be well. Ciao, beaders.